The Hidden Well. Once upon a time, in the drought-stricken village of Gangra, lived a man named Bhanu, a farmer with nothing left to farm. Years of poor rainfall had dried up the land. Cracked earth replaced golden fields, and the village well coughed dust instead of water. Families abandoned their homes, carrying pots on their heads, searching for greener lands. But Bhanu stayed. "Why don't you leave?" his neighbor asked one day. Bhanu replied, "This land raised my father, and it shall bury me. I believe it still holds something we've forgotten." The old map. In his humble hut, Bhanu opened a torn cloth tucked beneath the floorboards. A map, handed down by his grandfather. The map spoke of a well that never runs dry, hidden deep under the land. No one believed in it anymore. Bhanu did. Each morning he woke before dawn, picked up his shovel, and dug. His hands blistered. His back ached. Yet he dug, 1 foot at a time. The villagers laughed. "Digging for ghosts," one mocked. "Even the gods have left this land," another said. But Bhanu smiled. Laughter weighs less than regret. The stranger won. Hot afternoon, a young traveler arrived in the village. His name was Elan, and he was thirsty, sunburnt, and nearly fainting. Everyone ignored him. Water was too precious to share. Everyone except Bhanu. He poured the last of his own water into a copper cup and handed it over. Elan drank like a dying man. "You gave me life," he said. Bhanu nodded. "If you ever have more than you need, give some to someone who doesn't." Elan didn't forget those words. The well that wasn't there. Yet days turned to weeks, weeks to months. Still, Bhanu dug. The hole was deep now, wider than a hut, still dry. "Give up, old man," the chief of the village told him. "You'll die in that hole." Bhanu replied calmly, "If I die planting hope, I die a rich man." That night, something changed. The winds cooled, the sky darkened, and then thunder. Rain fell like it hadn't in years. People danced and filled pots. Bhanu just looked at the sky and whispered, "Thank you." But the hole was still dry. The fall. The next day, while checking the pit, Bhanu slipped and fell. He hit the bottom hard, his leg twisted under him. He couldn't move. Days passed, no one came. He cried for help, but the wind carried his voice away. Just as darkness began to take him, a rope dropped into the hole. A voice echoed, "Old man, your well finally brought something up." It was Elan, the traveler, the miracle. Elan had returned with wealth he earned after leaving the village. He had never forgotten Banu's kindness. He helped pull Banu out and heard the story of the dry hole. "Let me help," he said. Together they hired workers, dug deeper, broke rocks, pushed through, and one morning, at 93 feet, they struck water. It gushed up like joy, sweet, clean, endless. The villagers came running, eyes wide, hearts heavy with shame. The real wealth. Instead of revenge, Bhanu smiled. "The well belongs to all." The chief fell to his knees. "You believed when none of us did." Bhanu helped him up. A man's worth is measured not by how much he owns, but by how many he uplifts. The well became the heart of the village. Crops grew again, children laughed, people returned, and next to the well, carved in stone, were the words, "He who digs for others never runs dry." Moral summary: true wealth doesn't lie in gold or land. It lies in hope, persistence, and kindness that expects nothing in return.